Well, hello, Tube. Today we have The Bookshop by Penelope Fitzgerald. I hope this picture that I have stuck in the corner actually looks a lot better than what I'm seeing right now. If it's not, I apologize because that's the picture I decided to use, and I'm not going to redo it for this video for a picture. Penelope Mary Knox, born December 17th, 1916 in Lincoln, England, died April 28th, 2000 at the age of 83 in London, England. She was a heck of a writer. The bookshop itself was short. The bookshop itself was shortlisted for the Booker Prize in 1978. She did not win. However, in 1979, she did win with her book Offshore. In 1997, she won the, stupid pop up here, National Book Critics Circle Award for Fiction, beating out Philip Roth, Don DeLillo, Underworld, which I hope to read in 2026. Knock on wood. We'll see. So she is very much a decorated fiction writer. In 2017, the bookshop was made into a movie directed by Isabel. I'm gonna spell her last name because I don't want to even attempt to pronounce it. Coixet. There you go. Hopefully, I'm not even gonna attempt it. They had actors and actresses Emily Mortimer, Patricia Clarkson, Bill Nighy. I don't know any of those, nor if I pronounced Bill's last name correctly. It budgeted for $3.4 million. It made $9.7 million, which isn't half bad. It was not a blockbuster by any means, but it made its money back and then a little bit. You kind of want to see that number around double. You kind of want to see the box office double what the budget runs. That kind of tells you that the movie did okay, at least. I want to read the synopsis from the back of the book. In 1959, Florence Green. Hold on, I can't read this with my glasses on. Glasses are supposed to help you see until you try to read something. In 1959, Florence Green, a kind-hearted widow with a small inheritance, risks everything to open up a bookshop, the only bookshop, in the seaside town of Hardborough. I'm sure there's a more English way of pronouncing that I just don't know. By making a success of a business so impractical, she invites the hostility of the town's less prosperous shopkeepers. By daring to enlarge her neighbors' lives, she crosses Miss Gammert, the local arts Dianine. Doyenne. I have no idea. Her warehouse, I don't remember even seeing that word in the book. Her warehouse leaks, her cellar seeps, and the shop is apparently haunted. Only too late does she begin to suspect the truth, that a town that lacks a bookshop isn't always a town that wants one. Balzac, an expert on how nasty people can be to one another in small country places, once said that the ordinaries of human lives can never be measure of the effort it takes to keep them going. Anyone who has found this to be true will admire Florence Green for her wit and her innocent courage. A courage that comes from simply choosing to survive. And then it goes on to say about Penelope Fitzgerald, one of England's most celebrated contemporary writers, author of The Blue Flower, hailed by the New York Times as a quite astonishing book, a masterpiece. The Bookshop, published now for the first time in America, was shortlisted for the Booker Prize, as were Fitzgerald's novels The Beginning of Spring and The Gate of Angels. There's a sticker over it. She won the prize in 1979 for Offshore. So there you have it. All right. Don't take this as a critique on the book itself. I have nothing bad to say about the book itself. I think Penelope Fitzgerald is a very talented writer, and it comes across in her writing. However, it was not for me. The only reason why I finished it was because it was so short. It only comes in at 123 pages. I mean, it's just a little thing. And I was kind of hoping that the hauntedness of of the shop would play a bigger role than it did. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't. It's just not for me. That's it. It's just not for me. Um, and part of that is I don't oftentimes get along with British writers as much. They just don't tend to write how I like my stories to. They don't really tell stories I typically enjoy. And again, that's not it's not a diss to Mrs. or Mrs. She was married, Mrs. Fitzgerald. It wasn't my jam. However, when reading this book, I thought, man, there is a parallel between the bookshop. What was her name? Florence's Bookshop and Booktube, because everyone and their mother had opinions on on where she should have this shop, even though she knew where she wanted it. What she should have. Well, this is like a tongue twister all of a sudden. What she should have, or what she should sell in her bookstore. How she should run the bookstore. How she, it feels like BookTube, where if you're a creator, you know dang well there's always somebody that says you're reading the wrong stuff. You should you're a horrible person because you can't say that you absolutely love the bookshop, even though you said like 6 times in your video that the story was good, it just wasn't for you or for me. That you should read more of this type of author or that type of genre or this. The whole time I'm reading it and she's getting critiqued, I'm like, this, at least this is what I can talk about for the video. I may not be enjoying the content of the story or where the story's going or anything really about the story, but I feel your pain. Florence, I feel your pain. Everyone has to always be telling you what you should and shouldn't be doing instead of just letting you do your own thing. So there. I think that's it for this one, peeps. I'm sorry for those of you who actually love the bookshop and was hoping I'd come here and give it its flowers and praises and come up with all sorts of really smart things to say about it. It just wasn't for me. That's simply it. I thought the writing was great. I can see that Penelope Fitzgerald was a fantastic writer and very talented and gifted and all the very nice things to say. It's just not for me. I can't even really say who this book would be for, because I'm not really good at the whole themes and I haven't read a whole lot like it, so I can't be like, well, if you like this book, then check out this book when it comes to this one. So this book or this video is pretty much useless for you to watch. If you watch it to the end, thank you. I don't know why, but I have a affiliate link to bookshop.org. where if you use it to buy this book or any other book, you get an awesome book and no extra cost to yourself, and I get a little tiny commission. Also, please consider liking and subscribing and all that stuff. Thumbs it down if you feel like it too. I don't care, and don't tell me why I'm wrong. That's it for this one, peeps. Cheers. Oh, my mouse died. Hold on. That's it for this one, peeps. Cheers.